Welcome. You have been chosen by the gods in order for you to protect the valley and serve justice amongst everyone. Which path will you choose? Will it be the sword, one that will smite thy evil with such ease and swiftness? Or the shield, one with chastity and armored-cladded shit? Or the staff of... it shoots light magic stuff, yeah. Which one will you choose? Combat. What up, motherfucker?
Oh,
Shit. Hey guys, what's up? This is CarbonDuck, and today welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. And today, first off, if you're wondering where the next mod showcase was, or if you're expecting mod showcase to be more consistent on this channel, and considering I haven't been posting it, I'm not sorry. But welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase. We are going to be doing a very special mod that has been out for quite a while, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about it, considering, as you can see on your screen right now, and from the title, this is the EpicFightMod. Now, this has been the 5,000 take of actually me doing this because, as you may know, and for anyone that's been on my Discord, which I tried doing a live recording of this, which was not going to happen considering the things that we do here in the mod showcase. You can't admit, I can't express enough to how much I've always wanted this mod, especially considering that me and a couple of friends, we've been wanting a combat mod for a very long time that really does change and innovate things like this. So, for the EpicFightMod to actually come out and actually, you know, exist, I'm really hoping to see like different types of combat mods in the future to come out when now that EpicFightMod's like a thing. So I'm really hoping to see more than just EpicFightMod or maybe other combat mods in the future, pretty much. Anyways, so what the fuck? Anyways, so in order to start the EpicFightMod, good news is there's really nothing else you really need at the moment. However, there are some nice little bells and whistles we'll go over about this mod in a bit, but I do want to talk about of course, the main reason for this. Now, as you see on my screen, you'll notice that Kingdom Keys is back, and there's a very particular reason why I brought Kingdom Keys back. But before I go into that, I want to go first in miles and miles of amounts of... well, okay, there are a few things you need to take into account for, which there are a bunch of new weapons, which may seem like, oh, this is just another weapons mod. You're damn wrong. Because if you're not familiar with EpicFightMod, this mod adds in not only a bunch of crazy, amazing weapons that innovate and reimagine Minecraft PvP in a whole new way, basically making it the Dark Souls of Minecraft, if you will. It basically does that by simply changing up the combat. There's two different modes to this. There's the regular Minecraft mode, the, you know, this mode, right? You know, the little slapstick mode, which is regular Minecraft combat, which is, you know, it's got the delay, it's got the cooldown like it does in this new... I wouldn't say new. What the fuck's drowning again? There's a special button known as toggling battle mode or mining mode, and I set it to comma. And what this does, once you press this button, you'll notice that your hand's gone, and all of a sudden you can see your full body. Look at that! That's great. But that's not the only cool thing about this. So now, not only do you have like that little delay in normal Minecraft PvP, it's more stylized to where you actually jab the hell out of people, which is why I kind of picked this kid for today. Look at that. It's nice as hell. Look, you can just go up to someone and just fucking beat the shit out of Rez. Stupid fucking idiot. I don't know who you are. And of course, if you were to sprint and, that guy died. If you were to sprint and then left click, you do a charge attack, which is actually really cool. Look at that, you got a dash attack with it, and it basically just does power charge. So that's the charge attack. And finally, we of course have the universal tool out of our whole disposal, which is dodge. And you can simply set the standing key you want and hold it in any direction you want. You can dodge forward, you can dodge backwards, you can dodge from side to side, as you saw before. And yeah, it's very useful. And the cool thing about it is it's not just for aesthetic as well. Because if we go here to enable hitboxes, okay, there we go. If we enable hitboxes, you actually see that yes man will actually adjust the hitbox to where you actually dodge the attacks. However, somewhat there's not really invincibility frames from what I've seen, but I mean that's just for the specifics behind it. But at least it kind of does shrink the the hitbox. Now let's finally get on to the real changes of Minecraft. So as you can see, when it comes to swordplay, we don't just have the normal. We actually have a different one. We actually have actual combo stuff. Like you actually have like a whole move set dedicated. It's a 3/strike. It's pretty good. 3 strikes, and then at the end it just does one final one. But of course, there is a dash attack, like I said. And if you were to dash, you do Stinger. So yeah, look at that. You like lunge forward and sting them. It's great. Please make it over. Please add styles from Devil May Cry to this, for the love of God. And then, but finally, of course, there is one particular thing that most weapons have over just regular fists, which is, of course, the ability to have a special attack. And if you were to hold left click in this case, you do a spin attack. So yeah, that's great. The only concern about this, which I need to say in order to take in order for you guys to take account of, is that rain sucks in Minecraft because it disturbs the peace. Anyways, so basically, we'll go over like all the other mobs in a bit, but I actually needed to showcase this. But yes, mobs also have a huge rework as well, as they'll actually try to hit you. And look at that, they'll actually like swing at you with different animations, so it's not just one, one hug animation that hits you and kills you. But yeah, look at that, he tries to hug you, he tries to smack you. If I try to do my special attack, I can't, because right now I don't have it built up. So what you actually need to do is you actually need to accumulate hits in order for you. We're gonna have a fucking hold on, let me do this. You actually need to accumulate hits in order for you to actually. You actually need to accumulate hits in order for you to actually build up your special attack. So, as let's say some mobs come through, all you need to do is accumulate some hits, get some hits here and there. Oh wow, his body actually fell on the thing. And as you can see, they also have death ragdoll animations too whenever they die, which is nice. Look at. God damn it, I keep hitting them with it. But yeah, as you can see now that that number is gone from my pesky special attack meter or bar, whatever you want to call it, I can actually do my special attack, which does a hell of a lot more damage. And I can also still build it back up. So yeah, fun stuff. I did not design this. I have fun with that. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! So that is sword play in Minecraft. Now you can sword fight with your friends. In the PvP sense of the word. Now we can finally get on to, of course, the next weapon we're going to go over, which I might as well use these weapons considering I have them here. We, of course, have a different weapon, which is daggers. Now, I know a lot of people are probably going to be taken aback by the fact that it's a 2D dagger, which I really don't mind, honestly, because it's Minecraft. I mean, I prefer, obviously, this is coming from someone that, loves the hell out of 3D models and still does, and when it comes to Minecraft mods. This is the dagger. Now, how the daggers work is they kind of work the same way as a sword. People die like that. But if I were to strike this man, you'll notice that the animations are a little bit different. And of course, I should probably do this in first person, but it's sort of meant at the start to play in third person, but you can do it in first person as well, which looks pretty good so far. Like it's pretty good in first person. So yeah, you can play however you want, in any way you want. Now that I've built up my special, which I'll show you guys what the fuck? The special is literally, it's a shank. Except, once you make contact with the enemy or any mob, as long as you make contact with that second animation, you'll do twice as more damage as you would initially. So yeah, you get the little gut-wrenching effect. So you can gut people. Well, you can shank and gut people after. So yeah, I call it the gut and shank. Or shank and gut. Either or. However you want to call it. There is another cool thing about this, and I know a lot of people are gonna like, what about dual wielding? Carbon. Dual wielding's cool too, right? My boyfriend, the Kirito does dual wielding. Well, anyways, if you're a man named Joseph, you'll probably ask those questions. You will also know that yes, there is dual wielding involved, as now I'm dual wielding 2 daggers, and there's actually a specific type of mode that you can actually do with these 2 daggers. So as you can see, when it comes to dual wielding, it's not the same moveset, because now you actually have a different animation and moves along with it, and they're much quicker than before now that you have 2 daggers instead of 1. So if you would come over here, zombie, I'm hitting much more quicker than before now. Come get me, sucker. All the XP I've trained and taken has only been my hand as I level alone. Anyway, so yeah, that is the regular special attack, which, oh wait, no, that's not it. That's not it. The lunge attack is that. So he kind of like does a little flip, and then he does a little flip with the knives, and then strikes, which is kind of cool. Looks nice. Look at that. You're like what's it called? If you can't be the monarch of shadows, you might as well be the monarch of knives. That shit, that's wrong. If you can't be the monarch of shadows, you can be the monarch of daggers. There we go. So yeah. So that is the netherite, or not netherite, sorry. That is the daggers. But, of course, there is more to this. If I were to hold left click, which I need to actually build up my stupid thing again. And for the daggers, it's a little bit different because you kind of need to keep building up more hits in order to build up the whole entire special. But I believe the limit is 6. Once you hold left click, you'll notice that your screen kind of has these like little speed lines, like anime speed lines, right? So you're gonna be drifting on these bitches now. So if I were to left click, you will notice that I can now dash forward no matter when I press left click. So basically, this is like a little combo thing you got going. And of course, the final hit does a lot more damage. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, yeah, you could just speed through a bunch of enemies now, and it lunges you twice as much more quicker and a little bit more further than the actual lunge attack that you had with a single dagger. Oh, no, I thought that was different. Oh yeah, lunge attack is also much more quicker. The next thing we got here, which is my next favorite weapon, which of course are brass knuckles. And this actually allows you to fight unarmed in a very immense and much more stronger way. As now, your attacks will be much more heavier hitting than before, as they'll do more damage. And not only that, of course, you can also dual wield them as well. If you hear drilling in the background, there's construction in the world tree at the moment. Please be advised that you're not allowed to fucking be here! You goddamn nun. Now let me show you the special attack. Yeah! So as you can see there, if you were to hold left click after you build up your special, you will notice you'll do a complete flurry of punches, or a rush, if you will. And then simply you'll just end them and lay them out, which honestly, it's one of the best things ever, and one of the most satisfying things ever. So honestly, I don't really see anything of improvement for that. I think it's great on its own, so really like it, really nice. The next weapon we got here, which is a spear. Now this, it's kind of cool. I mean, granted, I'm not a really big spear guy, but you know what? At least there's, you know, we got some diversity here other than just a few blades. We got more blade works in the mix, as you see that this is a 3-hit strike of a stick. It's got a little point at the end. It's sharp. It hurts a lot. Hence, a spear. So as you can see, 3-hit strike. Awesome. All on its own. But if you were to dash, it does stinger. But if you were to hold left click, you do a little fucking flip with it and you smack them down. Look, watch. You want to see this shit? You want to see this shit in action? Hoo-yah! See-ya! Even the spin has its own hitbox on it. So yeah, you could basically get double the damage, if you will, if you were in range. And of course, different materials for these spears like iron, gold, diamond, and even netherite, which is actually a new material for me in the future updates because I actually haven't played much of 1.16. They actually have the same movesets. I would just different types of variations for them in terms of materials, which just do more damage. And let's go on to now one of my favorite fucking weapons out of this whole mod, and one of my favorite versions of the greatsword. In this case, the great sword, because I love it, and also my favorite version, which I meant, is actually the stone great sword. I don't know why I'm trying to speak Scottish, but it just came out all of a sudden, like many other things. But anyway, so yeah, as you can see, the stone great sword, or the great sword overall, it's a heavy fucking weapon. It's a bigger sword than before, and you actually walk a lot more slower than usually. However, I would assuming dodging would be the best mechanic for you to actually like move a little bit quicker. But yeah, the great sword kind of acts like how it does in actual Dark Souls, and it makes you really slow, so it's a very, like I said, heavy fucking sword. But if you were to swing with it, you'll notice the swings are a lot slower, but they do a lot of damage depending on which greatsword you're using. So for an example, this greatsword only does 13 damage, which 13 damage is a lot compared to the actual diamond sword, which is like 7. I would say, I would say the weight, or at least the balance behind this, is pretty reasonable to say the least. But if you were to dash and then attack, you do a little bit of a upper slash, which hopefully they add plunging attacks later on, which you can go from the sky and just fucking slap. But of course, if you were to do your special attack, you do a 360 swing strike in the direction of any sorry bastard that's in front of you or around you. I mean, this thing's big. It'll literally destroy and demolish everything. Hopefully they had like an ability or like aesthetic later on where like certain weapons will like scratch up like blocks. Sadly enough, some weapons, as you may have seen before, can't actually be dual wielded, as for an example the great sword or even the spear, as these weapons are actually classified and considered to be two-handed weapons when you actually look at them. However, this one says main hand, but you can't really dual wield this one, sadly, which obviously you need 2 hands for a spear. So yeah, that's it kind of sucks. Hopefully they have later on like a little bit of like a creative mode side of things where like you can just go nuts and like swing 2 great swords, which would be really funny, and like they have like a certain move set to that, or just add it as a full thing in the actual version itself, which whatever the case may be. Now, we went over the swords before, but we didn't really go over the swords. As you remember, the daggers actually had a dual wielding mechanic. Well, guess what? In case you're not smart enough to figure it out, the swords especially have a dual wielding mechanic. And they're much different from the daggers especially. So, of course, you got your 3-hit strike like you did with the dual wielding daggers. But, of course, you also have a dash attack that's very reminiscent of the dagger, especially as you got these little, you know, dual wielding strike that you do, which is pretty nice. I think that sword is a little bit off on one of the ends. I don't know, it could be me. But finally, your special attack, which is the only real purpose to this, is if you were to hold left click, you do a little jump attack and you just fucking swing at them. You know, little, I call this the true Starburst stream. Not a lot of people know about the legendary Black Swordsman move from the real Black Swordsman, but look at that shit. Look at that gold dust. Fucking sick. You want some gold dust? Anyways, so yeah. Next thing. Oh, these are actually really cool weapons. I mean, granted, it's another sword, but it's actually kind of unique, in my opinion. So this is a Tai Chi, in this case. And this is the same as a normal sword, as a 3-swing strike. Obviously, different animation. Kind of. Not really that different, but it's pretty cool. And of course, if you were to do dash attack, it does like a little big swing. So yeah, you can like, kind of like a baseball bat at this point. Looks like, I mean, at least at the very least how he holds it. But yeah, very cool. But of course, his special attack is kind of a bit of a counter hit, if you will. So how it works simply, if we actually were to spawn in like a zombie here real quick, if the zombie were to attack me, you do a little quick elbow strike and then you slash him in the face, which I think is pretty cool how there's like a little counter hit special move in this now. So yeah, that's nice. Very nice. So yeah, elbow and then slash. Next, I believe we're almost done here with the list of weapons we have here. There's a book here that says skill book roll. I haven't found a use for this yet at all, or at least on the forums, so let me know. But I'm pretty sure everybody has the ability to roll at the age of when they start Minecraft. But yeah, so next and final weapon. This is probably one of my favorite weapons because it's kind of like the great sword, except it's not. This is the long sword, which of course, like the sword, it's a sword, but unlike the sword, it's long with a big dong if you use it. Pretty much how this works is I'm gonna actually need to be in survival for this, but hey, yo, chill. Oh, jeez, you chill, man. Do showcase. But yeah, so as the longsword goes, while this guy tries to kill me, it does a 3-hit swing. It's kind of cool. It kind of like very similar to the Tai Chi. Of course, it has a stinger maneuver whenever you try to dash attack. But its coolest ability is not of just its dash attack or the fact that it's long. No. The reason why this sword is long is it's made for one purpose and one purpose only. To show dominance and show your height when you're laying down on your back. Not really, though. But the cool thing about it is if you were to hold left click, you'll notice that there's a number over your special bar meter, and this will actually indicate you how many times you can actually parry. So, if this idiot, are you fucking kidding me? Damn, he folded you. Die. But yeah, as you can see, I'm now in this, I would say, long style, if you will. And so now if he tries to hit me, you'll notice that the number went down. So basically, I'm able to now parry every single hit he tries to do at me. But of course, every kill that you get, you'll actually rebuild back up your parry counter. So your long style can stay forever, and you can forever stay long. Oh shit, hold up. Dun, 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 dun. Shit, another one. Another species of the sort. Oh, fuck. Oh, such fucking bitch ass. Stupid. Bah. Fucking damn it, he slid. Now, anyways, so let's now finally go on to the next part of this update, which, yeah, this mod is actually pretty hefty, despite it not really seeming like to be a really fat mod. But it's a pretty fat mod overall. One final thing I actually forgot to mention when it comes to weapons, and at least for the weapons portion of things, bows and pickaxes even have their own not really combo, but their own attack patterns now. So bows, you'll notice that you actually draw the bow back. Like, it's pretty cool. It's nice. You actually draw the bow. But also, first person also changes as well. But in third person, you'll actually notice that this is actually significantly only for third person. But you'll notice you have like a little, you'll have that over-the-shoulder camera where you can actually now point and aim with this little marker that you have here and shoot wherever you so desire. So it kind of has like a little aim assist now. Or, I wouldn't say aimbot, but you have a little aim assist now whenever you want to actually bow someone in third person. So this kind of helps with people that actually want to play in third person manner of things. Well, of course, you can also just play in first person, which it doesn't have the aim assist, which is overall still the same way you'd bow in regular Minecraft. Now, of course, we have another different weapon, which, as you can see on this Moogle, which is another dangerous species of its own. You'll have an axe here, and everyone knows what an axe is, but if you were to swing it, you'll notice that it's actually much more slower than the actual sword, but it does a hell of a lot of damage, as you can see right there. And if I were to do is I believe it's dash attack. It has like a little chop at the end of it, which I wish it kind of did damages to trees, so you can like mine trees quicker if you can do that. But it's special attack, which I really wish it threw the axe, but it doesn't. But you do a jump and then slash at them, or at least jump and then hack at them, and basically just it does a lot of damage, especially with the diamond axe. So yeah, the axe. But of course, the pickaxe kind of has the same thing, except looks a lot more painful than the axe, actually, surprisingly. The axe doesn't have a special attack, sadly, but it does have a dash attack, which it does, you know, swing really, really big and then hit them really, really hard, which I'm hoping that he adds the ability to, like, mine things quicker, or at least chop trees down quicker if you were to use an axe for trees and pickaxe for, like, ores. So really look forward to seeing battle mode be utilized in that sort of manner. But yeah, so yeah, those are just some of the tools that actually got reworked as well. Sadly, there's nothing much else to that. But yeah, those are the what would I call that? Unorthodox types of weapons you can use, except the bow. The bow's you could hit people with a bow. That'd be nice. Just punch people with a bow. I'll make that a thing. Anyway, so yeah. Now let's finally go on to mods, which there are actually more weapons I want to go over later on, but let's go on the mobs real quick. The cool thing is now you actually have a fighting chance against creepers when they're about to explode, as now you can actually stop them from blowing up whenever you try to beat the shit out of them. They can actually crawl up walls, or at least they always have, but oh dear god. Wait, I'm stuck in this hole. Ah, god damn, they actually jump at you, and the bad part is they can actually hit back. Ah! Next thing we got here, zombie villager. Zombie villagers are the same. They're evil villagers. They kind of have axes and they hurt really badly. And they actually are really fucking scary when you're fighting them. So I reckon to not take them so lightly. Witches are a little bit different, as you can actually see them now physically throw potions at you and actually see them physically drink themselves to good health. Idiot. Oh shit. I've been slowed down by evil. Oh, you're fucking are you Julian, bro? Julian piece of shit. Oh, we got a speed boost? Too bad it brought him even closer to death. This is probably one of my fucking favorites. Hold on, I'm using the wrong weapon for this. One of the greatest weapons ever, because now I can now duel with a wither skeleton. At least I thought I was supposed to. I didn't think he would die that quickly. Face me, shithead. Oh, an epic battle central. Oh, dodge. Oh, fuck, shit. Dodge. Ah, fuck. Ah, got me. You piece of shit. So the next and final mob that got a complete rework, which is probably the most badass, but most scary and broken mob out of this entire mod so far. The Enderman, which, oh dear god. The Enderman, as you saw before, which was alluding to the impending doom, if you were to look at him, not only does he get freaked out, he'll also try to beat the shit out of you. Oh, let's fucking go. Oh god! He can do spin kicks now! Oh shit. Oh fuck! He can also dash at you with his teleport now, which is... Oh god! Oh, they have like actual combo. Ah, fuck. Wish you could block with this shit, but you can't. Alright, so if you get the Enderman low enough, he actually gets full stun armor, where he'll just rush at you and try to kill you, which kind of sucks. But that's fine, because all of a sudden it starts raining, which kind of ruins the fun. One of the things I actually do want to mention is that if mobs do have armor, they actually have a stun bar, which as you can see, which is yellow. And this stun bar basically makes them immune to any hit stun that they get. So means that, like before with the creeper, how you can stop them from trying to blow up, you can't really stop this guy from hitting you back. So you actually have to break the stun armor before he can actually proceed to, you know, take stun. And as you can see, I got rid of it. Oh shit. Here he comes. Okay, so as you saw there before, you'll notice that this chainsaw is really fucking loud. You'll notice that it actually kind of works with EpicFightMod, even though this mod is not actually part of it. Well, that's because, like I said before, there's actually a config file that you're actually able to use to make any weapon from any mod almost compatible with EpicFightMod. However, granted, there are some situations where I could not get certain weapons to actually work. However, the weapons I did get to work, I was managed to successfully use them. And this not only works with weapons, but also mobs, especially as you're also able to config certain mobs to react in certain ways, depending on which mob you want them to do. So there's actually a really good video on this, which actually the developer himself actually made a tutorial on, so if you guys want to go check that out, feel free to do that in the description down below. Unlike the Chainsaw Eternal, this acts like a sword, which by default most weapons actually act like a sword, but I actually want to keep it a sword. But now I can then dual chainsaws along with the other big chainsaw that I have. Look at that shit. I can fucking swing at people with chainsaws. I got a big chainsaw. I got a dual-wielding chainsaws. I'm like a chainsaw man. Yeah, I said it. Next thing we got here, which is the Broad Demon, which this actually is supposed to act like a greatsword, but for some reason, you'll notice that the greatsword special is there, but the problem is, for some reason, it's not working. So yeah, this is another weapon that kind of got dudded. I don't know if it's because I maybe inputted it correctly, but I double-checked to make sure it was, but just some weapons do not seem to want to work, but oh no, it looks cool as just a regular sword. Iron Katana. And now, sadly, you can't actually use the katana to be one of the, you can't actually have certain weapons to actually act like the katana for some reason. Mainly because I guess it's different considering that there's a little bit more to it before than just like adding it to the config. So maybe they have to fix that for that to actually work with other mods. But the Iron Katana, I may just simply be used like an Iron Taichi. So, or Taichi overall. So yeah, it kind of works a little bit. Kind of looks like a dagger in my hand, but yeah. So there's that. Of course, we got the chainsaw, which is a fucking great sword apparently now. And I can just like swing this around and like literally shred people up. We actually, of course, have some other dot hack weapons which I actually wanted to use. These are actually daggers. Not really daggers, but these I actually want to react as daggers, even though these guys are swords. And they kind of work. They kind of make sense. They're like little bladed, I don't know what the fuck, these fucking swords. Of course, we got a Keyblade, which fucking goddamn, this is probably my favorite part. Keyblades can now act like they have real movement now. You can actually swing Look at that, look how fucking powerful it is. I just killed 2 grapes out of nowhere. So now you can actually swing shit at people and use the Keyblade to its full potential, which is neat. These are one of the weapons that I'm actually truly proud of when it came to actually setting up the config for this, which I'll actually I'm very happy for. So this acts like daggers, which now they look fucking sick as hell. I have blade mode now, so I can actually dash across the screen like Axel Dutt. I don't actually remember. I don't remember much about King Wars, but yeah, there's that. And then of course, if you were to right click, you can even throw the blades as well, like how they usually worked in King Keys. So yeah, all the original mechanics kind of still stayed, which kind of fit together in its own way. So look at that. Now you can just spam blades wherever you go, like die. So that is pretty much it for the EpicFightMod. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and make sure to let me know what other mod showcases you'd like to see. Again, for the 1,000th time before I go into hibernation. But with that being said and done, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe as always, and we'll see you guys. And of course, download the mod itself. But we'll see you guys in the next episode.